Okay, we're back for the final installment of Incanos.ca Q&A. And today we're talking with Garth Rustand, who is the founder and executive director of Investors Aid Cooperative of Canada, which is a website that helps you find the right investments for you and maximizing your return on investments, as well as share some secrets about the investment industry. So Garth, someone can go to your website, investors-aid.coop, investors-aid.coop. And
that's right.
How do they participate? I see there it says there's a member login. So tell us about that.
As long as you become a member.
And what does that involve?
You can. So if you can become a member for a lifetime membership is $45.
Okay.
And that gives you access to all the information, all the different services, that kind of thing. And there are two books that you might find useful. One is the Guide to Protecting Investment Returns, and the Investor Protection Workbook, which actually has the portfolios, the best portfolios laid out. And you can get those plus the lifetime membership for $78.
Oh, okay. So there's add-ons, and that just goes into the member price that you want to pay. So are those e-books, Garth, or are those books that they receive in the mail?
Those are real books. We mail them out to you.
Okay.
And there's pictures of them there. And also we have we have also an IA passport, and it's a package that includes a lifetime membership, the books, and also an annual discount on a lot of the services that are there. And you can get that for $153, but that includes everything as well.
Right, and those are lifetime, just one-time fees.
It's a one-time fee for the lifetime membership, but the passport itself is only for 1 year, and then you'd have to renew it.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if
we've got another?
Yeah, go ahead, Garth.
Just a couple of things that your listeners might be interested in. Right now in Canada, there's very little consumer protection for investors and savers. So we have a dispute support service. And that allows people, if they have a run-in with an investment firm or an advisor, we can help them. Get through the process. Also, we can put them in contact with, if it gets really bad and they've lost a fair bit of money, we can put them in contact with a lawyer who can help them. We also have online. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that would be in a situation, for example, where a client felt that their financial advisor was negligent and consequently they've lost money.
Yeah, if you've lost, like say if you're retired and you had, as an example, say you had all of your assets in stocks, and then the market went down and you lost say 20 or 30% of your portfolio. I think you'd be pretty peeved at that, and probably you'd have grounds for complaint.
Right, because if a person at that stage of life wants more security of their
exactly.
savings.
So you're going to need a balanced portfolio, but unfortunately, advisors get paid a lot more to have equity in your portfolio than they would in fixed income bonds, GICs, the safer stuff. So we have the dispute service there. If you felt that you had lost a lot of money, it was untoward. We've got one member in Kelowna who's I can't remember how old his father was. I think he was like 88. And the advisor put him into a bunch of deferred sales charge funds where the deferred sales charge doesn't expire for another 6 years. So, that's not good advice. So anyway, we're there to help people who have difficulty. We also have online help. So if you have a question about your investments, we aren't going to say, well, you've got crap now and you should have better stuff. We'll kind of guide you around the website, but we can help you on transfers and best places to go for advice and that sort of thing. So we have online help,
Yeah. So Garth, so the help is when someone becomes a member, and I'm going to become a member. If I have questions or if I want advice, and I'm expecting to get that from Investors Aid. Is there, there's a 1-800 number, which I reached you at. Is there a real person at the other end that a person can talk to and ask questions like we're doing in this interview, where you get to real-time feedback on your questions and advice? How does that work?
All the information that people need to improve their portfolios is on the website. But it's like, even if you're working on your own car, say, you may not have the confidence to go out and do it. So I think that's the biggest holdup for most people. So we have the online help. If you call in, you might be talking to me. You may be talking to one of the other people who are on our advisory board. If you send in an email, it's either going to go to me or it's going to be going to somebody who has more expertise in the area that the question comes from.
Okay.
So you can always get somebody to talk to. You can always get an answer to your emails. And so that's pretty much how it works.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, I think this is a phenomenal service, Garth.
Well, I'm glad. I'm hoping that more people will join. And I was going to mention, right now we're focused on investments and savings, and everything you need is there. But we're going to be adding some information on other consumer services like mortgages and lines of credit, credit cards. And there isn't going to be a lot there because a lot of that's common sense.
Right.
But we will be able to add some good consumer information there to more cover off the bases as far as, people's issues with debt and that sort of thing.
Garth, I'm sorry, but I have to interrupt you there because this is all the time that we have today. I want to thank you for coming on the show and informing us about Investors Aid Cooperative of Canada. And I think it's a really valuable service that you offer to Canadians who want to have more control over their investments. And I hope we can do this again in the future. You've been listening to incounts.ca Q&A, and we've been talking with Garth Rustand, the founder and CEO of Investors Aid Cooperative of Canada. Their website is www.investors-aid.coop. Thanks for listening.